When our students graduate from Mack Boulder, we want them to be the innovators, the creators, the thinkers, and the pioneers of the future. The thing that resonates the most from our alum is they come and they talk about that they know themselves as a learner and they know themselves as a person.
When we were considering the move to Colorado, I think one of our first questions was, is it a place we can live? And the second question is there a place where our boys can learn?
As a teacher and as a mother of 2 daughters here, this school has everything you would want your child to have. You have teachers that sincerely care about the kids. We want to know who they are. We want to encourage them to grow to the best they can possibly be. As a mom, you want your kids to feel safe. You want them to feel loved and cared for. You want them to feel understood. And at McIntosh, they get the whole package.
We chose Mack because it gave our son a place where he could express his passion and creativity, both in the classroom and outside the classroom with his friends.
It breaks your heart when your preschooler is starting to tell you that they don't want to go to school. I could see her drifting away from that love of learning that we saw when she was younger. And when she came here, it was like she woke up.
We chose McIntosh Academy for our oldest son, Jake, because he really liked to learn and he wanted to think outside of the box and dive deep into a project.
He was the kind of kid who wouldn't thrive in a more traditional setting. And when we realized that about our son, we realized that we needed to look for something different.
A friend of mine told me about McIntosh, and I took Josh down and had him do a shadow day, and he came out skipping. Suddenly, he found his place, and he was confident, and he was happy and secure. They just really brought this joy into learning back for Josh. And for us, that was such a gift.
There's been so many kids that come into Mack that have been discouraged for being themselves. And I think McIntosh, the teachers here, we care enough and we are aware and we notice that kids want to be a certain way and we don't squish them. And so by doing that, we allow them to grow with confidence and to mature into the young adults they're meant to be.
Our youngest, in some sense, has always dealt with his brother's dynamics, and here he has his own space. And so I guess, to me, that's what gives me a lot of excitement about this type of learning model, is at one level, for every child, they feel safe to be who they are. They can learn in a way that's true to them. They are seen and known for who they are. And at another level, they each have a completely unique and different learning experience.
They allowed him to ask a lot of questions. He's somebody who has a lot of questions about the world. And his teachers really encouraged that, and his friends encouraged that.
The problems of today and tomorrow are ones that we hadn't even thought of. And so I'm excited to have kids who are educated at Mack come up and replace me as the next generation of scientists. I think they'll be well placed to be able to think of the questions and answers to things we haven't even considered yet.
I do think the kids at McIntosh are learning to be engaged and grow, to find those passions. And when you take that into your working life, it's really fulfilling. It makes what you're doing enjoyable and meaningful.
We didn't want to unintentionally educate our kids out of their creativity. The ingredients present at McIntosh point to the future of what education is. And in some sense, it's a broader set than what I've seen anywhere else. For children to be learning in that type of environment, to me, is the ingredients for what will prepare them for an uncertain future.
To me, learning in this sort of holistic and dynamic way is beautiful for 2 reasons. One, because the learning is enduring, but it sets kids up to be able to expand their learning. And that's an enormous skill that's important not only as a person, but as any sort of leader within our world.